Today we've been invited to speak at the PDQ Annual Owners Rendezvous in Stuart, Florida, and I'd like to take this opportunity to show you the difference between using a fender to dock on a piling and a fender board. Here you can see we've got one fender against the piling, and the boat has to be tied pretty tight so it doesn't blow back and forth. You can hear the wind blowing pretty hard. I'm going to guess this fender is somewhere in the neighborhood of, I don't know, 20-24 inches. But you can see if the wind blows it far to forward or far to aft, right or left, you can see that we might not be able to protect the boat from the piling because the fender is not long enough. Let me walk on down the dock a little bit more. You can see we've got another fender here protecting the boat from that piling. And walking on down the boat, we'll see another PDQ trawler, bow to bow. And this one is using the fender board system. And with the wind blowing, you can see the boat moving back and forth. There you can see the fender board. It's tied up with this line onto the hand railing. And the fender board is actually in contact with the piling. And then the traditional barrel fender is actually protecting the boat from the board. So we can go over here and see the other fender. So we've got the board that I'm going to guess is in the neighborhood of 6 feet long, back and forth. There you can see the white barrel fender, and then the fender board here. And then you can look in a little bit closer and you can see some of the rub marks right there. So this board was painted, but you can see the rub marks on that against the piling. So here you can see that we've got about 6 feet of protection by using this fender board, where the other boat only had about 20 inches of protection. Let me move further aft, and you can see another fender board system in place. There's the board, the fender against the boat, another fender against the boat, and then the other end of the board. This board also is about 6 feet long, and looking down there you can see the wear marks on the board itself. So using fender boards is really smart. It's really good to protect your boat from the pilings. And as the wind moves your boat back and forth and back and forth, you can see how the board does a whole lot better protecting of the boat rather than just having a single barrel fender laid over horizontally about 20 inches like we did see in the boat earlier. So let me walk back to the first boat. You can see the fender boards doing their job right there. Okay, we finished the bow of that boat and starting the bow of the next boat. And you can see just a single fender right there. So I hope you can appreciate the advantage of using fender boards to protect your boat in tidal areas or rough water areas where the boat will go back and forth and back and forth, and one single barrel roller tied horizontally may not be enough protection to save your boat from getting piling rash on your rub rail. This is Captain Chris. If you have any questions about boating, please remember, ask Captain Chris.